Hey, Corkalophagus. We are going for a little walk this morning. I'm not going to do a recap today because I've got some other plans and I thought we'd chat about it. This is Odin's one of his favorite spots right here. He's got his tree, he's got his bushes, he's got all the things. Hi, Kim. Whoops. Welcome. I guess you guys don't need to watch Odin pee. So I thought we'd go for just a little bit of a walk and talk today since I'm not going to be doing. Hi, Eric. Hey, Parallel Jen. Hey, Kim. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, that's right. That's Odin. We don't get enough Odin time. Hey, Anon. Arkansas Flamingo. Anna. Hey, Lori Plays. Why am I nervous? I'm going to tell you. Good morning, Karen. Swede. All right, come on. Let's get by the path. Let's go to the path. You want to go to the path or you want to go to the park? Your choice. So if he turns right when we go up here, he wants to go on the path. And if he goes straight, we want to go to the park. And I let him choose on some days. Path or park? Ooh, I think we're going to the park. Okay, so today, it's Sunday. I'm not going to do a recap today because I got somewhere I have to be. And I'm also thinking of not doing it on Sunday just to, take a break from it. I might do other content or I might do nothing, but today I'm doing something. Yeah, Eric, you vote park. Hey, Mike Sandoval. So today I'm supposed to go to an event that, Odin. There you go. Good job. That Tony and I used to go to. It's called the Polo Classic. And there's these polo races. And mostly we went because there were food trucks and a car show. That was most of our interest. And then seeing friends that would go. And it's kind of cool because people wear big hats, kind of like if you imagine like the Kentucky Derby, that kind of a thing. Um, and I decided that I'm still going to go today. And that is what I'm nervous about. It's like going to be my first real public outing in my community since Tony died. And I mean, not counting the celebration of life, but I think that's different. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of things, it's just going to be, the first time I do anything, I feel like I get nervous about it. And it's got me spinning around. I have them attached to my waist so I can kind of be hands free. We're trying a new thing here. Hello from Sweden. Hey, Anders. Putigaroo, welcome. TK. Yeah, Odin is amazing. So I know that it will be fine. I'm going with a very, very good friend of mine, my friend Kelly. And I I like the idea of still going because Tony and I loved it so much. And then I hate the idea of going because Tony and I loved it so much. I guess I'm going to cry on another walk through. The people in this neighborhood, I don't even know what they think. I come over here to walk Odin because it's by the park. And half the time I'm just walking and crying. Yeah, Haker, you're right. It's the first. It's the first of everything that's just so hard. I take it back. It's not hard. Well, you know what? It is hard. It's hard, but in a different way. It's like peeling off a band-aid in the worst ways. Tune into yourself. Yep, those are some wise words. Hey, Dip, thank you for being here. I'm just realizing, like, I didn't tell anybody I was going live. So I think it'll be fun. And, the other day, last weekend, I went and grabbed brunch with my sister and my friend Kelly. And my sister wanted to go to this one shop in Excelsior. For those of you who came to the celebration, it just down the street from there. And I walked into this store. I hadn't been in a it's you got to remember, I feel like I've been outside of work or events related to real estate of the last 3 years since Tony was sick. We've pretty much been home. And before that, it was the pandemic. So, it's been a while. We did do the Polo Classic a couple years ago. So, anyways, we go into this store and there's some really nice clothes, but they're great material, that the clothing's made of. So it costs more, and not what I was willing to pay for anything. And then I saw this one dress. It was on a mannequin. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. But I thought, oh, in this store, things are just too expensive. So my sister tried some stuff on and we were leaving. And I looked again at the dress and I thought, well, I'm just curious. I'm going to see how much it is. And I look at the tag. And not only was it my size, it was $88. Everything else in the store was like over $200. So I walked out wearing the dress. Well, I tried it on. Oh, Odin, he is pulling me. I tried it on and it fit great. I absolutely loved it. And my sister and Kelly are like, oh gosh, you absolutely got to get it. So I did, not knowing for sure where I was going to wear it. I get home and a friend of mine calls and he's like, hey, are you going to come to the Polo Classic this year? We'd love to have you. A friend of mine actually runs it. And I said, you know what? Yes, I just bought a dress for it. I wasn't even thinking of the Polo Classic when I got the dress because I forgot about it. And I thought maybe this is a sign, right? The dress shows up that I should just still go. Hey, Anna. Good morning, RMJ70. Sweet Elizabeth. Hey. Right. Odin's doing his thing. So we got to wait a minute. So at that point, I decided I would go, and it was a week away. It's today. Hold on. I got to put you down while I clean up after Odin. So just hang here. You can watch Odin while I do this. Oh gosh, I did not need to wear a sweatshirt this morning. Now I'm getting a little too hot. Hold on. Okay. All right. Now let me just straighten out this leash. There you go. Good job, bud. All right. We are on our way. Um, so anyways, I decided to go. I got the dress. You're supposed to wear, a fancy hat. I have this really big hat. I'm just going to wear it. Normally I would try to decorate it, but I don't have that much in me to do that. But I'm going to go. And even though I'm nervous about it, and I think that's part of why I wanted to do this video is to make sure I go and I don't back out at the last minute. Because I do want to go. It just feels so hard to go. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It was 68. I thought it would be cooler, but now I'm sweating. He is a good boy. Hey, Blow Drill. I'm going to this event called the Polo Classic that I used to go to with Tony, but instead I'm going to go with a friend of mine, and I'm just nervous about it because, well, for many reasons, but mostly it's the first, real like public event in my community outside of Tony's celebration that I'm going to, and I'm going without him. And I guess it's like breaking the seal is what it's like. All right, come on. We're almost to the park, Odin. Then we can sit down. Or at least I can. Come. Oh, shit. I left my coffee. Oh, no. I got it. Oh, I thought I left my coffee on the ground. I didn't. I have it. Good Lord. Do you ever have those days when you just wake up and you feel like somebody else should really be in charge today? I need a I need a nanny today. It feels like one of those days. Yeah, you're totally right. He would want me to move forward. He did. He was very clear about it. That's part of why I'm wanting to do it. He made me promise that, I mean, he knew it would be, a lot of grief to work through for a while, but that I would still get out there. And as he put it, get back to being me. Um, which is funny because that's something we'd always talk about. He's like, you got to get back to being you. I'm like, I am still me. I'm just me focusing on you. And that's all right. That was our season at that time. There's been time in our relationship. We were together almost 11 years where he took care of me. There was a time when I was sick for a few years. So we've done that for each other. I used to have to remind him about that. Yeah, he did know how it's I feel, Eric. You're right. Nicola, yeah, I'm gonna put Odin in charge. That's funny. I should. RMJ, you might be right. You can do this, Natalie. Tony picked out the dress and wants you to go out and shine. Shine in it. You're not going alone. He's right there with you. I agree. I think so. And again, the way that I found, whoops, sorry, Odin spinning me around. The way that I found this dress was awesome. And the fact that it was probably the least expensive thing in the store. And the saleswoman even told me, she said, someone came in and tried it on and they didn't get it. I think it didn't totally fit her right, but it fit me well. And you guys will get to see it later, complete with my giant hat that I'm going to bring if I can get it to fit in the car. It's Tinker Mom. It's like a dark blue with like some flowers on it. Yeah, it's a great park. Come on, Odin, let's go to the park. Blow Drill says, honoring your healing journey, give yourself grace, drink lots of water, and don't forget to breathe. If you need an ear, Ori's here too to listen or hold space with you. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that. And those are great reminders because those are two of the things that I often will go first. Forget to breathe and then staying hydrated and drinking water. So I'm going to do that this morning. I got a couple hours before I got to get going. The whole process, even of getting ready, feels difficult because Tony used to help me with that. There wasn't. He had such an eye. Let's sit over here, Odin. He had such an eye for fashion because it's the business that he worked in, that he grew up in. So he always helped me. I'm not good at it. He always would pick things, and I think he totally would have picked this dress. I think he would have loved it. Thank you, Mary, and I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, he really did love fashion. Gee whiz, I think you're right. I think you're right. Style audit 1A. Yep, we're gonna see some pictures and do some video. Maybe I'll live stream from there. Yeah, I think you're right, Anne. I mean, the dress was just waiting there. It was just so great. Hey, Mexican long hair. Thank you for the hearts, Asen. Jersey girl, you'll never stop missing him, but the pain will lighten up. I agree with that. Yeah. Yes. Yep, Rona, he did. He did teach me a lot. Asen says, but he did pick this dress, dear. He gently pushed you towards it. I would agree with that. If he was there, absolutely he would have. He's like, he would have said, we're totally getting this. Um, and it is a pretty dress. And I know that it'll be fine and I'll have a good time. It just, every time I have to do something for the first time without him, that's just been really hard. Thank you, Dip. I appreciate it. Hey, eat more pizza. So I think this will be, I don't know, when I've done other things recently that were difficult to do or I was nervous about doing because it's my God, it's hard to even say it, just to say the words that I'm doing it without him. That it's my first time doing something without Tony. Just even saying that is hard to say. But I'm going to do it. Like I said, that's part of why I thought I'm going to come on live and tell people I'm going. Then I definitely will not back out at the last minute. Yep, Odin is a giant schnauzer. Thank you, Andrea. Thanks, eat more pizza. Gosh, it's nice out. Natalie, you got this. We all believe in you and we understand the tears. Yeah. I've just been pretty much when I feel like I need to cry, I'm trying to do my best to just do it and let it go because after that, then I feel like, okay, now I can kind of, do whatever it is that I'm trying to do. I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you, MLH. Yeah, I get that, Lori. I've heard from many women who've lost their person, and it is survivable. We obviously survive. I just think that first year where you do everything for the first time, it's kind of like when you're dating someone, right? Initially, that first year, it's your first holidays together. It's your first everything together. And just doing it for the first time. Now on the other end of that is difficult. And I so admire people who have been through this and are encouraging that, it can be done. I know in my head it can be done. And it's really difficult to not want to just stay home. I have moments where I think, well, I've been home for such a long time. We were happy to be home when he was sick. We would do a few things, but for the most part, we stuck close to home. And part of me feels like I just want to keep doing that, but I know I can't do that for the rest of my life. And it's not healthy and it's like I said, one of the things that Tony and I talked about. He's like, you got to start being yourself again and you need to be out engaging with people like you used to. I was really active in the community where I live and I've been somewhat MIA for a couple of years now. The first are hard, but you'll get through them. Thank you, Karen, and I'm sorry about your loss. Yeah, Odin he's resting for the walk back. Asen says the first are the hardest, but after a while it's simply bittersweet. And then after that, you remember more of the positives you had with him and less of him not being there because he is. That is very wise, and you're right. And already there are many times when you know, I think of him and I smile or I laugh or I can hear him making a joke that he would make if he was here, which sometimes makes me think he is, because what'll pop into my head are not things that I would think were funny, but it's stuff that he would think was funny. You can do anything. Remember that your Tony believed in you. We do too. Yeah, that's what he said. He always told me that. Being alone and adjusting to loss is something no human should ever have to get used to. Honored to be part of your process of growth and healing. Thanks, Dylan. And thanks, Nicola, too. I think you're right. Getting on here and talking with us is still the right thing to prepare yourself. I'm missing so many people. It helps being in a space where feelings are okay too. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Rona, I know I don't have to do it. I want to do it. I want to go. I want to see people I've not seen in a long time. It's just it's anxiety driving, anxiety inducing, I think. And I think it's just because it's the first time. And being nervous about it is not enough of a reason to not do it when I know I'll have a good time. The more and more I've been getting out there and seeing friends of mine that I've not seen in a couple of years, that has been helping, which is another thing Tony was right about. He's like, you got to see friends right afterwards. He and I had a lot of conversations about what would happen after he was gone. And now I'm really glad that we did. Melissa, I'm glad you have a my Tony. Yep, Kitty, the first year, I think it can be the worst. But like me and Taz is saying, I've got all of you, I've got my friends here and my family, and I know that it'll be okay. It's just that putting one foot in front of the other. And I've got like a routine down now, like I'm back doing the recaps on a schedule. I'm thinking I'm not going to do a recap on Sundays. If I decide to do some other content, then I'll do it. But I'm going to kind of leave that day to see what I feel like that day. Yeah, you're right, Minna. I have to let myself, when I let myself cry and feel it, it does pass. And then I feel better. And it does sneak up on me. I've cried at the post office. I've cried in the grocery store. I've cried at the dog food store. On my walk, I met a new neighbor the other day. Cried there. I am getting better at just, letting it flow, even if it's when I'm in places that, I would prefer it not, but that's part of it. I mean, I just am going through something that's just devastating. And if I cry in public once in a while, then I'm crying in public once in a while. And I'm just going to be okay with it. Oh, Birdwatcher, I'm so sorry for your loss. Anon, you're right. Those are wise words. Oh my God, did I seriously come on this walk without tissue? I think I did. But at least I have my coffee. I have to look at that. I'll have to look at that poem, Mason. I'm not familiar with it. Um, Eat more pizza, you're right. I feel like I'm putting the right amount of pressure. If I don't put any pressure on myself, I will not leave the house. And I don't think that that is healthy for me either because I, you know, I want to see my friends and my family. But that's the interesting thing. What is, I don't know what too much pressure is. Um, And I'm going with a friend of mine, and she is just lovely. Tina talks. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Annabelle, you are right. Those deep breaths are incredibly healing. Mexican long hair, me too. I feel Tony everywhere. Everywhere. It does feel like he's here. I just miss him in person. It's nice having him around or feeling like he's around. I miss his hugs. Tony gave the most amazing hugs. Watch out. Odin's all tangled up now. How did you even do that? All right, hold on. I gotta get Odin situated. There you go. That's better, buddy. All right, come on. That's right. New friends. But we're gonna do this today. I'm gonna go put some ice on my face. Odin, what are you doing? Come here. You were getting all tangled up in this again. Stop. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Stay. Hold on. Nope. Odin being on a leash and a harness is new for him. He used to always be off leash. Tony would take him to a park and throw a ball. That's what they would do. But um, he doesn't listen to me the way he would listen to Tony. So, well, plus we have leash laws. But yeah, that's right. I know there'll be new friends too that I'll meet, and maybe I'll come to the National Night Out. I'm seeing a poster for that now. It's coming up. It's those things where it's just necessary. They're necessary to do, but they're hard to do at the same time. And I know that if I don't do it, it's just going to get harder to do. You know what I'm saying? There are some things that I want to do now. Like, I have so much stuff I have to go through of his, and I've not done that for a while, but um, I want to as well because there's some things that his boys are looking for that I've not been able to find yet. Um, but I know if I don't, it's just going to get harder to do. It's almost easier to do it now. Just like when we scattered his ashes, I knew that if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep them forever, which is not what he wanted. He told me exactly what he wanted. And I'm happy that with so much help from this community, I was able to do exactly what he wanted and then some. I think he would have loved it. Lori, that's a good point. Going is hard, being there is easy. You're right. You're right. It's actually a good point because the being there part sounds, kind of fun to see the cars in the car show. And I never really usually watch too much of the polo. I'm not that into sports. Yeah, I'm reading this book. It's okay to not be okay. Um, Actually, I'm reading like 3 books at one time now. Oops. I'm super behind on this chat and I apologize. I'm going to just be walking and yapping now. But I'm glad I popped on because it means a lot. And that's the kind of thing that, Tony always said too. He's like, just go jump on and jump on your channel. Thank you, Dylan. It's like 70 right now, Joe, but it's going to be 82 today, which is good because my dress doesn't have any sleeves. Odin has found something he just cannot leave alone. Thank you, Susan. Come on. Come on. Good morning. Good morning. I mean, that's an improvement for me. I was avoiding people up until honestly, up until I got back from Hawaii. Now I say hi to the neighbors. Come on. All right. Yeah, Kitty, that's a great song. Odin, again, how do you keep doing this? Stay, stay. Hold on. There you go. All right, buddy. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, well, I feel better about it. I'm going to go. I'm going to go back. I'm going to ice my eyes. I'm going to figure out how to wear this hat. I'm going to put on that dress that I love. I'm going to pick up my friend Kelly, and we are going to go watch some polo at the Polo Classic. It's a fundraiser for an organization. It benefits this organization called This Old Horse, and they take care of horses who are retired. I love that dog. We see him all the time. He must have an electric fence. Yeah, Odin is my bodyguard. And he absolutely grieves as well. He is hold on, he's turning me around again. Come on. He's been doing better lately. My He's been spending time with my daughter's dog, Bobby, and that seems to be helping him. He gets more worn out. He was crying every single night. Um, and I think spending time with other dogs while I was gone, or another dog at home, he really liked that. Thanks, Veronica. Come on. It's actually a really nice temperature right now. It is not humid. Thank you, Anne. So again, today I'm not going to do a recap. I am going to bring my gimbal in case I live stream from there, but at a minimum, I'm going to be posting a bunch of pictures. How long had Tony had him? Odin will be 8. We've in September, and we've had him since he was a puppy. Thank you, not that Karen. Yeah, so he'll be 8 end of September. I'm turning 54 in September. I can't believe it. I looked at the calendar and I was booking something into September, and I was like, when's Labor Day this year? I'm like, Labor Day's on my birthday this year. Last year, my whole family, we all went camping. Um, I don't know what the heck. I should probably plan something. Come on. I should find out what my kids are doing. Odin, you're twisting me around again. Okay, go. Come on. This way. This way. Oh, you're turning 53, Maxine? That's awesome. When's your birthday? So mine's on the 2nd. And Oliver, my grandson's birthday, is in September as well. We're both Virgos. Oh, Asen, you turned 51. Awesome. I love that there's so many birthdays coming up. Maybe we should just do a September birthday celebration. Everybody who has September birthdays, that would be fun. Well, RMJ, happy belated. Oh, okay, yes, you're getting a puppy. That's fantastic. Happy belated, humble and kind, and welcome to your 50s. Me and Taz, that's awesome. Happy almost birthday. Wow, Corpalapis. I always say your name wrong, but happy belated as well. Wow, and you're turning 60. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, happy all birthdays for sure. I love birthdays for people, and I don't mind my birthday at all. In terms of like getting older. I could live without aging, but it's part of the process. There's no escaping it, and I don't take too many. I don't know. I probably should be taking better care of my skin or something, but I that's part of too, of just getting back to routines. That's right, share. There's a lot of I think most of us here are Gen X. When I look at my analytics of the demographics for my channel, and most are Gen X. And yeah, we were all feral. I came to learn that a lot of things about myself and my childhood, though a lot of them were influenced by Scientology and growing up in a cult, some of it had to do with just being Gen X and being that generation and how we were raised. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Lori. Well, and I love the boomers too. I haven't celebrated my birthday in a while, not because, I mean, it's just, like I was saying, for almost 3 years when Tony was sick, we just got comfortable doing our own thing at home. He went through different treatments, and sometimes you couldn't be around a bunch of people. And before he got sick, it was the pandemic. So I feel like I've just not, I don't know. I feel like I've been away for about 5 years, if that makes sense, as far as social things go. Unless it was work related, then I would go to things and different stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to doing some things purely because it's fun, which is something too that, Tony and I, before he got sick, would do all the time. We go snowmobile riding, we go out on the lake when it was frozen in our boots. Hey, Monica, shout out to the millennials. Mm. Yeah, share. That's right. Well, yeah, at that time of our childhood in Hawaii, when my mom was on staff working for Scientology, yes, we were totally on the street selling colored pictures that we drew with crayons. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this up. I got to get back home. Um, Thank you guys for being here and for chatting. I'm going to go get ready, and either I will live stream from the Polo Classic it depends on what the signal's like. If there's good cell signal, it's kind of out in the country, I will. Otherwise, I'll take some videos and maybe share something later or post some photos on the community page. If you guys could all show that like button, some aloha, I'd appreciate it. And check your subscribe as well. I will keep you posted today. Thank you, all of you, so much. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon.